Boom, Jake here. Today, we're going to be talking about this guy. No, I want to preface this video off first by saying that while this can be perceived as me complaining, it's not intended to be like a critique of the game. It's just of Black Ops 3. It's just something that I've noticed, and I'm just pointing it out. It's not saying like this needs to be fixed or whatever, because I know that everything that has to do with this particular part of the game that I'm about to talk about has been done for a specific reason. And I'm not so much saying that, like, that part of it sucks because it was made because of a specific reason. I'm just pointing out stuff that I noticed that I don't know if many other people. Oh well, obviously other people have had whatever. Just you know what I mean. I'm not here stating that like this is how you make this function better. This is how you do whatever better. I'm just gonna be ranting, I guess, and just kind of like letting myself talk about it. Black Market. They recently introduced Call of Duty Points, which could have been named better. That's just kind of bland to me. Call of Duty Points, which is essentially a microtransaction system in Black Ops 3, in Black Ops 3, to where like you can buy packs of Call of Duty points, and when you buy packs of Call of Duty points, those points can then be transformed into forms of crypto keys. Like they don't like really transform into crypto keys unless you buy rare supply drops, but you can start to buy supply drops with the Call of Duty points. And how much you get depends on how much you spend. It's their way of putting microtransactions into the game, and their way to make RNG look even more acceptable, I guess would be the word. I kind of like this. And I know that sounds dumb to just kind of like something, but like the specialists to me, the specialists that they give you visually for me, for me, aren't too appealing until you reach like level 40 in like the late 30s where you start to unlock the Reaper. The specialists to me just kind of, they're very steampunky, they're very like future punk, and I've never really been too big into that kind of really too big into that kind of look. Like Ruin just looks kind of douchey to me. The Hunter does look cool. She looks cool, but then you go onto the Battery, which you get what I mean. I'm not really that big of a fan of that kind of look. And the way that they implemented the RNG loot into this makes it so that way you have more of an opportunity to get your specialists to wear cool stuff instead of just like their lame base stuff, which to me is lame. I understand that to other people they may not look lame, but to me it just kind of looks. To me, what? To me, it just kind of looks blasé. And for me personally, it kind of circumvents the need to want to play to actually like get the specialist stuff that I want to make them look cooler. However, for me personally, in order to get cool specialist stuff, you need to rely on an RNG system that only gives you 3 items per rare supply drop. And these supply drops can be extremely varied in the quantity that they give you, or not the quantity, but in the variety of stuff that they give you. Because in supply drops, you can get, and I know I'm going to miss some, but I'm going to list off what you can get. You can get emblems, you can get calling cards, you can get different stuff for your custom emblem. You can get weapon skins. You can get weapon variants for your attachments. Each attachment has 1 extra variant, so you can get one of those. You can get specialist items. You can get specialist taunts, but the taunts for the specialists don't transfer over to other specialists. You have to unlock taunts for each individual specialist. So if you unlock Pop and Lock for your Ruin, you didn't unlock it for the Reaper. So that requires you to do it again in hopes of getting Pop and Lock for the Reaper. Then you unlock in each, and the way that you make your, you guys already know, you guys have already played the game, you know how the specialist system works. You unlock, see, I know I'm missing some, but let's just say that that's all you unlock for now. Each one of those are set up to different drop rarities. So like you got you got like common, rare, epic, legendary, and all that other fun stuff. But they also included duplicates, to where you can get 2 of the same item or the same drop from a supply drop. And the only way that you can actually utilize that drop is to burn the keys, or is to burn the item, which is it says they're burned duplicates, which in turn you can trade for crypto keys. But the crypto keys that you get from like a epic item, I think is like 10. I think it's 10 or like 15 or 10. And they're like divided into the rarity, the cost of rarities that you get. So like an epic is worth 15 or 10. A legendary is like 5 or 10, 5 through 10 or something like that. I'm not really sure how it's divided. But and with that, it creates some kind of black market spam. For me, this is very angersome. I don't know the word for it. My acceptance for it becomes more and more tempered as I keep unlocking stuff, because it's really the duplicates that get me. You can unlock when you unlock duplicates for 2 legendary stuff, for 2 legendary items, you essentially just unlocked 10 to 15 crypto keys, really. So I would prefer if they would just burn the duplicates automatically and just give you the crypto keys, because it's just a way of like spamming it to where you have to spend more money on COD points. And the more money you spend on COD points, the more COD points that you have. And then when you have more COD points, you can spend them on rare supply drops, which in turn gets you crypto keys, but also gets you rare stuff that you probably already have. So then you need to go to a separate option to burn them, in case you don't know if you already have them. All 3 of the items that you could have gotten from that supply drop, you could already own. So you have to go to a separate option in order to do it, and not potentially know that you have those crypto keys already there, just waiting to be burned from the duplicates. So it's like a weird kind of black market spam. And while I don't appreciate it, I do see why it's implemented. And when it comes to a business strategy, I can't really fault them for it, because it worked. I've bought in COD points in hopes of getting cool stuff for my specialists. But yeah, again, this isn't really me complaining about it. Well, yeah, I am complaining about it, but it's more or less me just pointing it out so that way other people can see that this is spam. This is intentional, and not to pull the veil off of anybody's eyes, but it's more or less me just saying, like, we see what you're doing. We know that this is there specifically for you to get our money. It's not sneaky. It's not anything. If you put a little thought into it, you can see it. So, again, I don't have the answers. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to make it better. I'm just pointing it out so that way other people can notice that there is an immense amount of black market spam. And yeah, we recognize the fact that it is spam. It's intentional spam. And you just got to spend more money to burn through it. Really. My controller disconnected, so that's a sign that I should stop the video, I guess. I don't know. Again, just pointing it out.